Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. My name is Brad Kerr. I'm the Digital Programs Manager for LabTech International Limited. Firstly, a very big thank you to SEAMEO for arranging these webinar sessions. I hope you've been enjoying them as much as I have, and I look forward to presenting to you today. What we're going to be talking about is what is virtual TVET and how virtual TVET can have an impact on teachers and students. To do this, we need to look at 21st century training so we can prepare the teachers and the students to be Industry 4.0 ready. Four very important things here are innovation. Innovation makes it very engaging for the learner so they can learn much better. We look at the quality. The quality means it needs to look realistic. Relevance means it's relevant to industry, not 30 years ago, but now and the future. And it has to be an employable skill. So those four things are very important when you look at implementing virtual TVET. So what is virtual TVET? Virtual TVET is using realistic 3D gaming technology for teaching and learning. This makes it very easy for the learners when they go out and work on the real things that it looks realistic. Then it's got to be interactive. Interactive on the screen. It's like they're actually learning a technical process and a skill from simulations, from assembly, disassembly. Then how is it delivered? Right? Is it delivered by, we've discussed, tablets, smartphones, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality? And then is it in a hybrid approach? How much is done at home or away from the workshop and how much is done in the workshop? And then it needs to be delivered through a TVET learning management system. Provide teacher and student performance data for managers and institutes. We need to be able to get that data, activities and assessments. Then we look at enabling on and off campus, anywhere, anytime learning. So the benefits of virtual TVET, are it will lower costs by 50 to 75%. And that is because we're redesigning the labs for digital learning. Less equipment, different equipment. Digital upgrade is equivalent to a physical lab upgrade. Quicker implementation time. Traditional methods take time and huge cost and have poor scalability. Digital deployment is much quicker. Teacher support. It reduces shop time for students. We've got organisations around the world already and teachers telling us it's reducing their time over 50%. They're now finding they only need to spend 30% of their time teaching the hands-on skills because they know so much more. So it frees up the teacher's time now to mentor the students, enables teachers to train more students, and has increased capacity of labs and schools. So curriculum upgrading provides a virtual upgrade to older labs so the instructional materials can improve the curriculum delivery. Up-to-date material. It's easier to keep the curriculum and content up to date, keeping up with the latest technology and industry needs, and upgrading and adapting new courseware and materials. And finally, performance monitoring. We can look at the performances of the student, the teacher, the school, the state, the country. So let's look at what type of TVET users. So this is based on LabTech Academy, over 26,000 users around the world, and these are the types of learners. So it's not just students. Yes, they're a large part of it, 74.3%, but then we've got the teachers, the instructors, the trainers, the professors, 11.6% of those users. And then we've got DIY, 9.2%, government, NGI, OGO, 3.6%, and other 1.4%. So this is telling us something, that it's great that the instructors also need the professional development, and we've got the people out there already that are wanting to learn and upgrade their skills to deliver this new technology using virtual TVET. LabTech Academy country, I'm very happy to say we're covering 156 countries now in 9 months. So it's had a big impact already. And of course the largest usage is coming out of the Philippines and also in Pakistan, the US, and in parts of South America. But again, we have very good coverage around the world now. This is as of the 16th of January, looking at some of the grade averages, and this is the impact that it's having. So I've just taken out of the learning management system some topics, 3 topics in each subject area, being air conditioning at the top, the middle one electrical, the bottom one automotive. You can see the number of users that have done those 3 topics. So HVAC, over nearly 5,000, electrical nearly 7,000, automotive just over 6,000. So if you look at the grade averages, pre-test 50.2%, then after they've been through the study material, post-test average 93.5%. In this area here of vocational training, I remember back in the mid-2000s, you were looking at probably average post-test scores in the high 70s if we were lucky. So if we pick some of these out, if I look at HVAC, I go to the far right in the orange. So that's just over here. I've got accumulator pre-test 4.22. So 42.2%. Then after they've been through the study material, 93.8%, 9.38. So the average time that people are spending on each topic is around 3.5 hours. If I look at automotive and I do hybrid transaxle, 5.13 pre-test, post-test 9.12. So that's just giving you an idea that the impact this is having out there with the teachers, the learners, the industry, and also government, DIY also. So let's look at some recent training that we've done. Here's a hybrid approach where it was done online and face-to-face with a group of teachers. So this was done with the Ministry of Labour in Indonesia. They profiled and selected 19 champion teachers, right? So that we actually pre-tested them, 43%. After they went through and did the online and the hands-on, post-test score 94.5%. This was in autotronics. Average increase of 51.5%. So let's look at another approach here, and that is what makes it most effective, virtual TVET, and what are the learning elements? You've got to have a methodology, and at LabTech we apply this methodology through everything that we do. That is, we have a glossary, we have a background theory. It's like having an up-to-date textbook online that we have subject matter experts around the world maintaining it all the time, and you can search and index that background theory at any time. We have videos, interactive learning. So this is the skill part of it. This is where you can interact on the screen, look at component descriptions, rotate them around, look at them in 3D. You have assembly and disassembly, how components are assembled and disassembled, and then how they operate. Okay, and again, it's all interactive, and the same with our formative assessments. Formative assessments, they get to actually assemble, drag and drop. They can use their mouse, they can use the keyboard, they can use their finger on a touchscreen. They get to put together the components on the screen. And of course, our summative assessments are our pre and post tests. So effective 21st century training, I'm not to go into detail here, but when we deliver this training, we look at the 4 C's. We look at communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. Everything we do when we deliver our 21st century training using technology, we apply the 4 C's. So here's some recent 21st century training. This was a project that was done with the Asia Development Bank, ADB, and the ministry in Indonesia, Polytechnics. They profiled the teachers and we put them through the 4 C's of 21st century learning, both online and face-to-face. Pre-test score 65.3%, post-test score average 95.1%, increase 29.8%. Again, these figures tell us that the teachers out there are actually grasping this. They want to learn how to change and develop new lesson plans to apply this in the classroom. At LabTech, we are all about helping teachers and students develop life skills that are relevant to industry now and be Industry 4.0 ready. So let me actually show you now quickly. I'm going to go live online to our cloud so you can see it very quickly here. So again, I'm accessing the cloud and there's my courses there. I then get a selection of the courses that I'm enrolled in. I'm going to go into HVAC, air conditioning and refrigeration. Now I get a list of instructions here. I get a list of whether it's what the objectives are. I take a pre-test, 1 attempt. I go through my study materials, step 3. Step 4, take the post-test. Step 5, download the certificate of completion if I've achieved 80% or higher in my post-test. These are all my topics here. Again, these can be rearranged with a custom TVET learning management system. Here I'm going to go into my reciprocating hermetic compressor. I'm going to go straight into the study materials because I just want to show you quickly a operational simulation. So when this comes up, again, this is live from the cloud. Okay, so I can speed my simulation up here. I can turn off the discharge gas, I can turn off the suction gas, I can rotate my 3D model here so I can look at it from a different angle, turn back on the suction gas. Again, very interactive. Now what I'm going to do is give everyone the opportunity, just go back to my presentation here. The first 10 institutes that contact LabTech Academy, and we'll be putting my email address in the chat when this goes and is presented. But just for those of you, it is brad@labtech.org. So that's brad@labtech.org is my email address. The first 10 institutes that contact us, right, we will give you 2 months free access for 2 teachers and 20 students. And so we can monitor those students within the class. The teachers will actually be put in a group for that institute. So again, please contact brad@labtech.org to get your free access to LabTech Academy. Thank you very much. Look forward to hearing from you all soon.